Why is it important we leverage emerging technologies to improve health outcomes in Africa? And what is one quick win to make it happen?
The African Union High Level Panel on Emerging Technologies has recommended certain key technologies towards Africa's socio-economic development. One of the areas that we have prioritized is health technologies. Why health technologies? It's because we want to ensure that Africa can leapfrog using innovation and emerging technologies to address some of the key critical health areas on the continent. A good one is malaria, where we are looking at adding to the existing toolbox innovative technologies that can help us to address the malaria pandemic on the continent. So we have technologies like gene drive, technologies like mobile care anti mosquitoes that can help us to drastically reduce the incidence of malaria on the continent. We're also exploring technologies like genomic medicine, ensuring that we have personalized healthcare for African citizens. Beyond that, we are looking into various other emerging technologies, using drones for the effective delivery of medicines, using them in the deployment of effective vector control tools. All in all, APED believes that these technologies have great potential to transform our society, create jobs for our young people, and also ensure that we have healthy citizens. We hope you can join us in leveraging these emerging technologies for
Africa needs to adopt emerging technologies to ensure that the previously disadvantaged communities that don't have access to various services or economic activities can be able to have a part and play a part in the economy. There is so much innovation that goes around across the continent, so we need to support and ensure that that is fully funded and uptaken by our government. So we do need support from the private sector. We do need support from our governments to ensure that these technologies, they see a light of day. There's so much that is happening, but the issue is usually funding and also the capacity strengthening to ensure that all these young people that are coming up with these beautiful technologies, as well as all the Africans out there with specific local solutions that can really change lots of lives within the specific local communities. They can be supported, they need to be supported by providing the necessary environment, regulation, as well as the incentives to ensure that these are taken up and there are limited, red tapes and all those kind of things. So let's ensure that this happens for Africa to ensure that we have a good future and we have access to services and also to businesses and all this entrepreneurship that we couldn't have before.
People are dying of diseases, and I think that emerging technologies could help decrease those death rates. Also, it can also better people's lives. We talk a lot of malaria, but there are other diseases such as sickle blood disease. Those people who have this disease, they also need emerging technologies to better their lives. African countries should join forces. They should join resources so that we will make bigger steps together than separately. Thank you.
Okay, Africa has to leverage its technology largely because of a number of factors. Some of them are one, promotion of the artificial intelligence, which should be used in a number of areas, for example, in the health sector, and drone technology as well, which is also a very good kind of tool in terms of modern technology coming into Africa. It used to be used in agricultural productivity, and so many other areas like modern medicine, to at least make sure that the efficacy itself is all that to expected standards. And these can only be achieved if at all Africa adopts the new technology.
It is very important to leverage emerging health technologies in the health space because, as you know, in Africa, most of the people, the population live in remote areas. And as such, to access the health facilities that are well resourced is very difficult. So the emerging technologies, for example, the mobile health platform is very important because people are able to access the services remotely without necessarily visiting the centers that are well resourced. So for us to make quick wins, what we need is to take advantage of the high penetration of mobile phones in Africa and expand the mobile health platforms. In that way, using the mobile phones that are already available, and if we scale them up, it means we'll be able to reach out to many people, and they'll be able to access this platform without any difficulties. Thank you.
Now, for the health sector, it is very important to leverage the emerging technologies to strengthen the health sector, because in Africa, for example, number one is that as our population increases, there's need also to increase health service, healthcare provision, and to ensure that we provide quality healthcare services to our people. We need to leverage on emerging technologies. Emerging technologies are there to transform every sector that is useful. Emerging technologies are there to bring the needed change in every sector. So for health, leveraging on emerging technologies will help us to reach the hard-to-reach areas within Africa and make health provision easier. On how it should be done, first and foremost, we have to sensitize African leaders to understand these technologies, to understand how these technologies can be used in the health sector, to understand how that these technologies can strengthen the health service delivery. And so the first thing is to sensitize them on that. Secondly, there's need for synergy for African countries to come together, the public sector, the health sector, the private sector, and even the international organizations that intervene in Africa. If we all come together and agree on what to do in Africa, it will strengthen the provision and the use or application of emerging technologies in Africa. The third thing I would say is there's a lot of innovation going on in Africa at different levels, and we need to scale up on that. Many young people are bringing up inventions and innovations that can be used also in the health sector. They are the part of the emerging technologies, and we have to learn how, as Africans, to strengthen that and scale it up.
Emerging technologies have a lot of useful applications in health, which can improve service delivery in health. We have applications like large language models such as ChatGPT, which is a chatbot that can be used for health education of patients. And this can significantly reduce the load on healthcare professionals who can concentrate on other more specialized tasks. In addition, we've seen very many use cases of use of drones, blockchain, AI in different areas of health. For example, in Rwanda, they use drones to deliver blood and medical supplies to hard-to-reach areas. We've also seen AI being used to improve on the diagnosis and treatment of a number of diseases across Africa. So AI, blockchain, drones, Internet of Things, they have so many applications. Some of them already have proof of concepts in different parts of Africa, but there are many other areas which we haven't yet explored.
These emerging technologies are rapidly evolving, and Africa needs to have established panels to make sure that you can keep track of these emerging technologies to better advise member states on how to best harness on these technologies, because we do not need to be left out in this fourth industrial revolution. So these emerging technologies have potential of helping Africa address some of the economic and social challenges.